Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and we got a late video today because the reveals for Warhammer The Old World have just happened. Well, a small while back, but we were talking live before. And yep, the Empire is the next faction. We've known this, but there's a bunch of information. So let's just jump right in and talk about stuff because there were some surprising revelations there. So first up, there are two characters which we don't know what they exactly are. We actually know that there is a commander for the Knights Panther, and they've named some characters, but there's not a lot of details. That's at the very front here. We can see, well, what I'm imagining, someone taking the mantle of Emperor, and obviously that really cool rider. It's not the best quality. That's literally all the images that there is for these characters, but it's pretty cool, and you can see already here there's a bunch of really cool returning stuff. The Battalion Box has been revealed, and this one is quite interesting. 30 State Troopers, the melee version, and then 30 ranged ones too. So keep in mind that the melee ones, you can have them with halberds, you can have them with spears, or you can have them with swords. Obviously, shields come into play too. And the ranged ones are focused on either handgunners or crossbows. Both of them are still very good choices. And not only that, but rather than coming with like 2 chariots or whatever, the special centerpiece unit is a steam tank. Overall, quite exciting. It's a bit strange though, because you can only pretty much take one in an army. A steam tank is about 265 points, but considering that we know that the Null faction is there, we could end up seeing them reduced or with extra point restrictions for them. I mean, steam tanks are strong enough as it is, but I know a lot of people are going to want to buy 2, or maybe 3. And then by a lot of people, I mean me. So the Arcane Journal has been shown, and it looks like the rumors were kind of true. And also my speculation regarding Null, but the Knightly Orders thing is a bit weird. So yeah, we've got 2 different playable factions here, sub-factions as you know, and one is going to be focused around the city-state of Null, so I'm imagining lots of gunpowder, pretty much just loads of gunpowder, and Knightly Orders becoming a thing is going to be quite interesting. In the interview video showcase thing, it's always a bit of a weird thing for them, they did say that there was going to be specific rules for different knightly orders, so that's going to be quite exciting. I'm hoping that we're not just going to see, because they've shown the Knights of the Blazing Sun and they've showcased some stuff as the Knights Panther, I'm hoping we're going to see a lot of different types, because it would be nice to see all these special knightly orders returning. There's a bunch of returning plastics, including the General on a Griffin, the really big one. You've got a bunch of classic kits coming back, like the State Troopers. Flagellants are going to be a thing again. Well, we already knew that because it was in the Forces of Fantasy book, but that means not buy the one that's currently available for Age of Sigmar, because that's only in groups of 10, and this looks like it's going to be in groups of 30. Great Swords are all coming back, Militia are coming back, and the artillery stuff is going to be in groups of 2. Overall, I'm pretty happy about that because it shows that a lot of really cool stuff is coming back. It looks like all the State Trooper boxes are going to be in groups of 30 too, which is not bad. And I mean 30. Second group of returning plastics, we got the Knightly Orders stuff, so they're coming in groups of 12 it seems. Keep in mind that sometimes these pictures aren't really there, like those pictures are just like showcase purposes, but it looks like it's going to be groups of 12. Outriders and Pistoliers are coming in groups of 10. We've got the Demigryphs coming back, which is a really exciting thing too. Obviously, the Steam Tank by itself and the War Altar is coming back, which I'm quite excited about. Overall, plastic-wise, we're eating pretty good. If you're an Empire fan, you're mostly going to be dealing with plastic. There's a little bit of metal, though. So far, only 2 Forge World kits have been confirmed. One is the old command set, remember from the Tamacon time? Yeah, I believe it was during Tamacon. So yeah, you've got BSB, you've got a character there with a Warhammer, and then you've got the kind of War Priest, Flagellant Lord type of situation. It's a very nice model. But the big thing, and probably why I was most excited about this, is the War Wagon. So the War Wagon is an old miniature, and I mean really, really old, but it's been retooled and redone in a certain sense. It's still very much in the same styling as its old incarnation in metal. However, the horses have been redone and everything, I guess, has been kind of retooled just to make sure that everything fits. And there's a new engineer that comes alongside that too. So this gives me a very sneaky suspicion that we might be able to have a engineer mounted on the War Wagons too, as a mount, possibly for the Null list, which would be actually pretty damn good. I'm actually pretty happy about this. It's a good kit, man. It's a good kit. There is something very strange about this, though. It says that it will only be available on a made-to-order basis, but it says it's returning. So I'm imagining it's like, yeah, you're going to order them, and it might take a while, and it won't be like in generic stock, but it's not going to come and go after a week. At least that's my understanding. It's not very well written, and a lot of people are pretty confused about it. There's a bunch of returning metal. I know some people wouldn't be too keen on that, but we got the old school BSB, the Witch Hunter, a lot of different types of warrior priest. So we got the generic Sigmar one. We've also got the pretty much the White Wolf one, so it's going to be there for anyone who wants to do a Midland army. A lot of engineers, which are actually painted in the scheme that I'm going for. Weird. The old school chapter masters are coming back, so you've got for the Knights Panther, the Knights of the Blazing Sun, and the Knights of the White Wolf, which I believe were already in Forces of Fantasy, so you could already get those rules up and running now. The Teutogen Guard are coming back, which is going to be quite nice. I know a lot of people love those miniatures because they have aged incredibly well. And then the really, really strange part is, yeah, Imperial Ogres from 4th edition, I think. It's a long time back. Very, very old model. Oh my god. They don't look as good as the current ogres, that's for sure. It's so weird, man. It's so weird. But I guess they want to play on people's nostalgia factor, and so I'll probably pick them up myself, because like you could get them with range weapons, that's always nice. But if you're more of a kit basher, I mean, just pick up a box of lead belchers, they're plastic, and you can kind of tool around with them. What's really curious is here they say, as usual, this will arrive in several waves. Usual thing, right? What's more, we've got more to come from the Empire of Man, including some brand new characters and miniatures, and other substantial made-to-order releases. Yeah, the made-to-order stuff is always expected. They've already shown some stuff, pretty much the old Pegasus Rider character and so on. But they say more miniatures, so more units, more likely. It would be nice, because, I mean, if we're going to get Null, it would be nice to see a retooled version of the Ironsides in plastic would be great. Probably asking for too much, though. It's very curious that they're being kept quiet, especially since this is likely going to be a January or February release. But yeah, pretty exciting overall. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let's start a bit of a discussion. I've got the article linked in the description. Yeah, I've got to carry on painting my Empire stuff. I've got a lot of stuff that is half painted. I can see it right in front of me, and it's making me anxious. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you all again very, very soon.